I'm gonna have to stand here, but you can put it like right here. Yeah, that works. it doesn't catch up either. It was worse. Yep. All right, ladies and gents, thanks for tuning in. We're going to have 3 best-of-3 series for spots on the University World Team. Going to have a series at 57 kilograms, 97 kilograms, and 125 kilograms. We're going to start off down at 57. We're going to have Nashawn Garrett in the blue singlet on your left-hand side going against Matt McDonough on the right. He's in the red. Garrett was your University National Champion at 57 kilos. And heavy snap there from Garrett. McDonough, your highest eligible challenger, ended up in 3rd place at the World Team Trials. So McDonough elected to challenge Garrett, and here we are on the campus of Arizona State. Oh, and McDonough underneath. Garrett driving to the leg, go out of bounds. That's going to be 4 points, Garrett. And a big move there for Nashawn Garrett to open things up. That was 45 seconds into the match. McDonough has an underhook there. Nashawn working wrist control. Really amazed he was able to drive through on that finish there. McDonough trapped underneath. Nashawn able to reach underneath, grab that far leg, and drive through it to the back. We're about halfway through the first period. 4-0, still your score in favor of Garrett. That's a passivity warning there on McDonough. That's his first. McDonough again working underhook. Garrett, good job head control. Garrett circling, hands in the face. And as soon as I say that, official on to Garrett. Wants to keep the hands out of the face, keep it a clean match. McDonough charging in now. We are exactly at 1 minute to go in the first period. 4-0. Garrett still in the lead. Inside trip for Garrett. Nice finish there for Garrett. Go out of bounds. That'll be 2 takedown for him. It's a 6-0 lead for Nashawn Garrett. 49 seconds left in the first period. Going to be important for McDonough to get something going here to end this period. Garrett working 2-on-1, trying to salt away this first period. Take that time down. Single leg now for McDonough. He's in deep. Head outside, though. Garrett transitions to that crotch lift. Who's going to win this here? McDonough circles. Garrett throws him through. Let's see how they score this. That'll be a 2-2 exchange. So essentially no change on the scoreboard as far as point differential is concerned. Now we're in a funky little scramble here, and Garrett ends up behind, sweeps that ankle. McDonough still has his ankle swept, trying to elevate it. And Garrett falls off. As time winds out in the first period, it's going to be 10-2 in favor of Nashawn Garrett as we head to the break. You see Garrett there in the blue. Coach Mike Gray making the trip down from Cornell. Giroux and Brands in the corner for McDonough. Of course, the last time these two actually met, NCAA quarterfinals in 2013. Won by Nashawn Garrett in overtime. Dethroned Matt McDonough, the reigning NCAA champion. And again, hands in the face. Garrett going to get an attention there. So he needs to be careful. Oh, blast double for Garrett. He was in deep. McDonough counters. He's in on the single. He's trying to circle. See if he can limp that arm out. Does. McDonough with the takedown early on in the second. Big for momentum there. Let's see if he can get any turn on top. And that'll be 2 more for McDonough, closing that gap. McDonough still working on top, working high gut. We'll come back up to our feet. So I misspoke earlier. It's actually 8-6 in favor of Nashawn Garrett. 8-6. And there are 2 minutes left in this match, so we've got a tight one going forward. McDonough charging in. Garrett sort of on his heels a little bit here in the last minute or so since that last takedown. Garrett had the 2-on-1. McDonough sitting through. He's in a crotch lift position now. He's trying to lift it. Oh, now McDonough going for a cradle. And Garrett bails out. We're tied up at 8. The leg lace now for McDonough. And we're going to come back to the feet. We are tied up. 1:06 on the clock. A little discrepancy with the clock. It's actually 1:09 on the clock. And at this point, Garrett has criteria advantage via the 4-point throw. Should it remain tied. Now Garrett in on the double. He's trying to elevate. He gets the takedown. No exposure there. McDonough working on the edge. He's looking to circle in there. Garrett going down to the lace. We will come back to the center. 48 seconds on the clock. And Nashawn Garrett pushed his lead back up to 2. McDonough, misdirection shot. He's in on the single leg. Circling. He gets a takedown now. McDonough going to need to turn here. He's working on the lace. 30 seconds. He has the leg lace locked up. And couldn't get it that time. He's trying to roll through again. Garrett holding strong. Still nothing. McDonough pushing forward. Garrett not going. Garrett goes. McDonough trying to go again. Garrett going again. We're close to the edge here. And another one there for McDonough. Time ticking down. We are out of bounds. 2 seconds on the clock. Matt McDonough with a 14-10 lead. They're going to set the clock back to 3 seconds. 16-10 for McDonough. And trailing the whole match, Matt McDonough sticks with it. And he will win this first one, the best of 3. Exciting one, Matt McDonough. 16-10 over Nashon Garrett. And we will see what adjustments are made for the second match. Coming up now, we're going to stick with weight class order. We're going to go up to 97 kilos. We're going to have your University National Champion, Chad Hankey, going against your World Team Trials runner-up at 97 kilos, Dustin Kilgore. Kilgore will be in the red singlet, and Hankey in the blue. If you're following along at home, we do appreciate it. Why don't you go ahead and hit us up on Twitter, give us your predictions. You saw McDonough take the first match. He leads the series 1-0, but remember, best of 3 series. So anything can happen, and we have Kilgore going against Hankey, and then Fortune and Marsden coming up after that. And remember, we're going to have 30-minute breaks in between these matches. So we are underway. See Kilgore there in the red, Hankey in the blue. Hankey wrestled his college days out at Oregon State. Was a World Team Trials runner-up back in 2011, I believe. And Kilgore, high leg single, snatched it up. Kilgore charging in. Nice reshot there from Hankey. Kilgore counter, and he's circling. Dragged his way around to the takedown. He's up 2-0, working on the front headlock now. And Kilgore can't get anything going with that front headlock, so he drops down to the leg lace. And he has it locked up now. It looks like Hankey reaches around. Had that ankle, so good defense there from Hankey. Doesn't give up any exposure from the bottom position. Kilgore with the 2-0 lead, 1:50 left in the first period. And Kilgore again, single leg shot. Hankey counters, he had that hook. Able to catch Kilgore, dug that hook up, throws it off. Both these guys, big, strong guys. Hankey has a little bit more of a length advantage. Kilgore more muscle. Kilgore stutter step. Hankey right into the shot off of that. Gets overextended. Kilgore trying to circle, break that lock. Hankey has an iron grip there on the leg. Kilgore still trying to circle. Can't clear Hankey off the leg, so we'll come back to the feet. 57 seconds left in the first period. Kilgore again, he's working that high-level single to the right side. Able to get the one takedown with it. Trying to go back to the honey hole, see if he can get it again. Kilgore pressing forward. .20 seconds to go in the first. Still that 2-0 lead for Kilgore. Kilgore controlling the center of the mat. And it looks like we're going to head to the break. It's going to be a 2-0 lead for Dustin Kilgore. Got the early takedown. Hankey probably going to need to pick up his offense a little bit. Might be one of his strategies, keep it a low-scoring affair. And then strike in the second. See Kilgore there being coached by Olympic champ Brandon Slay. Got Troy Steiner over there in the corner for Chad Hankey. Oh, and again, single leg for Kilgore. He backs out of it, though. He was so deep. Might have just been a fake. He didn't expect to get in so deep. And he's back working the head again. He reaches across for that leg, snatches it now. He's trying to elevate it. Great defense there from Hankey. That length really playing a factor here. You can see his hip pressure affecting Kilgore on those shots. Shot there from Hankey. Kilgore circling, going left. He's able to get around behind off the Hankey shot, going leg lace. Kilgore takes a 4-0 lead. That comes 2:20 left in the second period. Kilgore working lace now, and he's got it. That'll be 2 points. Excuse me, 1 point for Kilgore. They call it hand-to-hand. So Kilgore with the 5-0 lead now. 2:10 remains in the second period. This match number 1 of the best of 3. Kilgore staying low. Doesn't have to be real aggressive here. About halfway through the second period. Probably going to see him hold position. No dangerous shot attempts. Stick to tapping at that high leg on the right side. But Hankey really going to have to pick it up here. He's down 5. Going to need some combination of points here. Feet to back, turn. Being down 5 really makes it difficult. Kilgore pressured on the head, snaps. He's trying to circle with it. Kilgore circling, and he gets another takedown. That comes with 1:08 on the clock. Kilgore takes a 7-0 lead, and he's cruising right now. We will come back to the feet. 7-0 Kilgore, 55 seconds left. Let's see if Hankey has something special in his bag of tricks here. At this point, going to have to look for a fall or a takedown of some rapid succession of turns. But that strategy is probably going to be pretty tough against a guy of Kilgore's stature. Hankey trying to dig hooks, working on the head. 30 seconds to go. time ticks down. Dustin Kilgore going to win match 1 here. 97 kilo challenge series for the University World Team. Takes it 7-0. So we are going to head up to 125 kilograms. On your left-hand side, you got Austin Marsden. On the right, in the red singlet, Tyrell Fortune. Marsden was runner-up at the University Nationals to Adam Kuhn. Kuhn vacated the spot, and Marsden took over that spot. Fortune is your challenger, third place at the World Team Trials in Madison. So Fortune, one of the top guys on the senior level here. Marsden, All-American this year for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Marsden, a more active style. Fortune tends to keep it more slow paced, but when he goes, there ain't nobody faster in the business. He's got some real explosive throws, and looks like passivity warning there on Marsden. That'll be his first. One more, he gets put on the shot clock. Fortune getting some motion going, working on the head now. You see him going in and out, level changing. And now we're going to have a passivity warning on Fortune. One apiece. We are halfway through the first period, still scoreless. Fortune controlling the center of the mat right now, pressuring forward. Drag for Fortune, he's in on the leg. He's trying to come in. Oh, he's dangerous in this over-under position. You see Marsden being careful here. Taking a couple steps back, trying to pummel in. Now Marsden with the shot attempt. So Marsden now on the shot clock. He got hit with his second passivity warning. That comes with 1:03 left in the first period. 10 seconds have gone by in the shot clock. Marsden going to need to pick it up here if he doesn't want to give up that point. Fortune just controlling the center of the mat. Doesn't look like either one going to press the pace here because of the shot clock. Shot clock expires. It's 1-0 now in favor of Fortune. Marsden gets hit with that caution. Tyrell still coming forward. Action sort of slowed down a little bit here in this last minute. We've got 10 seconds left in this period. And Fortune about to head to the corner. Marsden charges in, wrestling the full 3 minutes there, wrestling to the end of the period. Gotta love it. So we head to the break. It's 1-0 in favor of Tyrell Fortune via that shot clock. Marsden coming back to the center. Got old Frankie Pirelli in the corner there for Austin Marsden. Pirelli down to Oklahoma State now with the Cowboys. We're back to it here. Fortune coming in underhook right off the bat. Trying to find his opening. He's working on the head now. Has the head trapped underneath. Throws the head by. Tries to get on the shot. Marston getting a little physical there. Comes across the head. Marston in on the shot. Fortune heavy hips there. Marston extended a little bit at this point. Not in too much danger here now. Loses the grip on the leg. Fortune trying to circle around. And does take down two Tyrell Fortune. He takes a 3-0 lead. He's digging a gut wrench. Trying to go left side with it. So we come back to the feet. Fortune unable to get the turn. But now has a little bit of separation. Up 3 with 2 minutes left in the match. Fortune now working 2-on-1, pressuring in a little bit. See, he's still controlling the center of the mat. Marston circling, gonna have to try and find some sort of angle to get in. Marston pulling on the head now. Looks like he might have been looking to post that elbow there. Fortune on the right side. .130 on the clock. Marston's gonna need a couple takedowns here. And Marston is going to get hit again. He is on the shot clock once more. Doesn't play a huge factor here whether he gives up that point or not. He's still got to get some points on the board. Marston with the shot. Heavy hips there for Fortune. He just goes with that overhook. Throws Marston to the side. Now Fortune back in this front headlock position. Fortune drops down, and shot clock expires. Fortune going to get another point. Takes a 4-0 lead. Second caution against Marsden. Another shot there from Marsden, countered. Quick go behind for Fortune. We will come back to the feet. 16 seconds left. It's now a 6-0 Tyrell Fortune lead. He's still working on the head. Controlling the center of the mat. Time's ticking down 5 seconds. And that'll do it. Tyrell Fortune going to take the first match 6-0. Going to come back in 30 minutes for match number 2. So it looks like we have a 12:40 go time for our next match. So you got 14 minutes. We're going to have Matt McDonough going against Nashon Garrett. Bout number 2, you won't want to miss it. Go take a break, go get a drink. I'm going to stick here with you. Any observations from the first match, or set of matches, you can tweet us at USA Wrestling. Of course, we're on the campus of Arizona State University. We've got the World Team Training Camp going on right here. All our national team guys making the trip down as well. And some Fila Junior guys, actually. Probably take a look over here. We've got some of our guys checking out the matches as well. You got see Coach Slay there, John Reeder, Zach Ray's right behind him, Mike Gray, Tyrell Fortune. The Valencias are here in town. Got on the in there, DC heavyweight out of Oregon State. All our World Team Trials champions are here. Farner, Burrows, Metcalf, Ramos, Tervel. And Mr. Ed Ruth. They're all enjoying the Phoenix heat. So again, 12:40 is the time we're looking for. We got 11 minutes. Guys are still making some last minute preparations. McDonough and Brand's over in a corner talking right now. See Garrett and Gray over there. And all of these matches will be posted on our USA Wrestling YouTube today. Also look for some interviews with a bunch of our guys down in camp. So again, 10 minutes to go till our next match. Take a quick break right here and I'll be right back. Again, 12:40 go time.
12:40. Coach. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes now. Yeah. So, question now is, if he lands this out, all those three things have to go together.
Make it easy, yeah. Yeah, it's such a pain in the butt to deal with.
Toyota, if you land this out, those three things have to go together.
You have to lend the laptop, the cradle point, and the clock together. It's a combo set. Otherwise, it's like,
You gotta readjust.
yes. Because the IP addressing stuff, which is all geeky stuff that nobody understands with me, so I set this to automatically set the laptop IP within the same range as the clock, so you can use the default that's in the web page. Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking as lean as I can.
So,
Sure.
I'm dumbing it down as
So
much
we'll
as
keep
possible.
it together. We'll mark it as
well, I'm gonna package it all together. So it is in there together, all together.
yeah.
But then you have to trade trail points with us.
Believe me, we know.
Did you turn off the USBs to the Verizon thing?
Yeah, I figured.
It was like red. Like, nope.
Yeah, well, I figured you had the other one.
Yeah, what we couldn't do it off. We couldn't figure out how to run it.
Yeah, because I figured you would use the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, the wireless dongle thing.
3 minutes.
It's actually better because he's trying to stream video and he needs to be on cable.
Can we make sure the winners don't run off without getting interviewed? Like if McDonough wins his, we have 2 matches to film. So is Flo, but we want to interview you after they win.
I didn't care. It's just we were trying to get him in for testing. Because you can't test the clock until you're on the internet. So luckily they had that cable all set so I could do that. Yeah, it still took.
All right, so we have 1 minute to go.
1 minute.
Both our wrestlers out on the mat, ready to roll. The officials are going to get set. Here we go, match number 2. Actually, we're going to wait on a clock issue real quick. Matt McDonough will be in the blue singlet, Garrett in the red. McDonough won the first match 16-10 in comeback fashion. Remember, Garrett came out early on with a 4-pointer in the first match. Was real effective when he got in on his double leg on the shot. McDonough with the single leg. Quick counter there from Garrett. Took that leg right away. And drag now for McDonough. Wrist control there from Garrett, stalled that drag. McDonough, you see staying low, trying to counter those doubles. Doesn't want to let Garrett get underneath him. Get that drive up and in on the double leg to the back. Warning there on Garrett. .45 seconds have gone by, still scoreless. McDonough pressuring forward. Close to the edge here. Garrett will step out 1-0. McDonough takes the early lead. That comes exactly 1 minute into the match. McDonough tapped to that single leg left side. Garrett countered with a double leg shot of his own, back up to the feet. Circling out of bounds, looks like another point McDonough. He's controlling the positioning on the mat. 1:35 left in the first period, 2-0. Matt McDonough leads it. McDonough in on the single leg now. He's circling, reaching up to the head. McDonough elevates, trips, close to the takedown, gets the two. McDonough takes a 4-0 lead, 1:05 left in the first period. They call it back to the feet. So let's see what Garrett has. He was up by 4 in the first match. Now the roles are reversed. McDonough up by 4 in the first period. So Garrett really needs to get his offense going now. Be big for him to get something in this last minute. Get some momentum headed into the second period. Again, single leg from McDonough. He's holding onto that inside tie with the right hand, trying to sweep with the left. Some great action here. Shot, reshot. Now we're in a seatbelt whizzer situation, and McDonough trying to circle around behind. And we go out of bounds, 6-0 for McDonough. 20 seconds left in the first period. Garrett in on the double leg. Close to getting something there. McDonough countering well with that overhook, though. But Garrett gets around behind. That was with 1 second on the clock. Garrett gets the takedown. That could be big there. 6-2 score. Garrett gets the late period takedown. See if he can continue that. Was real good on his feet in the first match. McDonough seems to have figured something out. Sort of counteract that offense of Garrett. But we know it's there. We know he's got that double from just about any distance. And we're coming back to the center. McDonough creeping in right off the whistle there. He's really taking it forward. In on that single leg again. Now counter there from Garrett. No points. McDonough didn't tip him there. So no exposure, no points just yet. McDonough trying to come around. Takedown 2 for McDonough. 8-2 score now. .229 left in the second period. 6-point advantage for Matt McDonough. And he's still coming forward. McDonough trying to pull off a 2-on-1. He's staying real active even with that 6-point lead. Garrett giving up a lot of ground here. Two-on-one of the single leg. Now McDonough pops his head back out, trying to butt drag around. And he gets it. Another takedown and a turn. That's only one. So it's 11-3 now as Nashon gets a point on that reversal. So we've got an 8-point differential again. Takedown will win it for McDonough. 1:15 left in the match. Garrett outside double leg. Takedown 2 out of bounds for Nashawn Garrett. 11-5 score now. Let's see if he can complete a comeback similar to what Matt McDonough did in the first match. He's got a lot of work to do. 1:05 on the clock though. Still plenty of time. And it looks like he went for almost a headlock. It looks like he may have slipped in the process. Gives up the takedown to McDonough, who has the leg lace now. He's trying to hop over and cork that lace through. And he does. That'll be another 2 for McDonough. And that'll do it. 15-5 is going to be your final score. Matt McDonough takes match 2 over Nashawn Garrett. He wins the series 2-0. Is your University World Team member at 57 kilos. And here we go with match number 2, 97 kilos. Dustin Kilgore in the blue, Chad Hankey in the red, and Kilgore 2-on-1 to a snap right off the bat. Working a front headlock now. Trying to get an angle on that left side. Hankey trying to control the elbow there. You see Kilgore lets go of the head. Lets Hankey slip up. He drops down to the double. Nice takedown there in transition for Kilgore. He's working on a leg lace now. Hankey trying to dive underneath. Kilgore working gut wrench, trying to go left side with it. No points on top, but Kilgore, early 2-0 lead, 2:28 left in the first. And he starts the match off really strong. After a dominating first match, 7-0. Kilgore got the win there. Kilgore snatches that high leg single again. He was there all day in the first match. Had trouble completing it after getting that first takedown though. Again, that length of Hankey. Wrestled a heavyweight in college, down at 97 kilos. And again, snap there for Kilgore. He circles around behind, another takedown for him. 4-0 lead with 1:42 on the clock. Kilgore close to getting something there. Had that side headlock cinched up, but the official blows it back up to the feet. Kilgore again on that leg, trying to snap down, elevate. Really having a hard time finishing there. You see Hankey gets that leg back again. Hankey able to get a lot of pressure on that leg to get it back. Pretty tough to do against a guy like Kilgore. So Hankey gonna get warned passivity. It's his first warning of the match, not on the shot clock. 52 seconds left in the first period. Oh, excuse me, he is on the shot clock now. So Hankey gonna have to score in the next 5 seconds or so. So that 30-second shot clock expires. That'll be a caution against Hankey. Kilgore gets another point. Takes a 5-0 lead with 22 seconds left. on the clock. Time ticks down in the first. It'll be a 5-0 lead for Dustin Kilgore. He's one period away from making the University World Team. Wrestling real solid today. So we are underway again. Kilgore coming in. He's on that single leg again, backs out of it. You heard Coach Schley telling him no big chances, just wrestle smart here with a 5-0 lead. So probably not going to see a whole lot of offense outside of stuff like this where he counters, elevating. Nice trip to the back. They're only giving that 2. 7-0. Kilgore leads it. 2:20 left in the match, and I mean, he is on fire right now. Hankey going to have to get that offense going, but Kilgore has been excellent in his counter offense today. Now Hankey in on the single leg, gets overextended. Kilgore circling, needs to break the lock here, and he does break the lock, gets the takedown 9-0, 140 left in the match. Kilgore going for the lace. And that'll do it. Kilgore will get 2 more on that lace. 11-0 will be your final score. Dustin Kilgore, impressive today. 2 wins over Chad Hankey. He is your University World Team member at 97 kilos.
Tell Nick he's on the whistle. And Todd, you're judging. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like we have a 2-minute wait here
2 minutes.
on a go time for our last match. Tyrell Fortune and Austin Marsden going to go at it again. Fortune won the first match, controlling things most of the way. One minute to go, we'll get this thing underway. So we're going to get going right now. 125 kilos, bout 2 in this best of 3 series. Tyrell Fortune in the blue, Marsden in the red. Marsden coming heavy on the head there. Collar tie left side. Looks like he's trying to do a little bit more control this match. Fortune charging in. You see now he's got his back to the center of the mat. And we're going to have Passivity warning there on Marsden, his first. Marsden buried that head underneath the chin there. Shot from Marsden. Gets trapped underneath. Fortune with the front headlock. Now Fortune going to get hit with that passivity call. We're 1:58 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Similar to our first match. We had 2 passivities, 1 on each guy, and scoreless. Marsden was actually put on the shot clock first in the first match. Gave up the initial point before Fortune opened it up a little bit. Fortune going to get hit. His second passivity warning. He's going to get put on the shot clock now. And time's ticking down on the shot clock. Shot clock expires, so Marsden's going to take the early 1-0 lead. Fortune gets hit with the caution. We've got just under 1 minute to go in the first period. Fortune starting to pick up the pace here. He drives in. Might have been looking for a foot sweep there, some kind of ankle trip. And just charged right in with that single leg and hook. Gets a point, ties things up 1 apiece. 40 seconds to go in the first. Time ticks down. First period ends. 1-1 is our score. Marsden scores first off of the shot clock. Fortune gets a push out. All right, we're coming back for period number 2. Tied up at 1 apiece. Fortune would have criteria if it stayed 1-1. Don't expect it to stay 1-1, but you never know. Fortune coming in and out. He has a little bit more motion than he did in the first match. Marsden seems to have toned it down a little bit. He had a couple errant shot attempts there in the first match. Fortune was able to take advantage of that. Right now they're just circling, throwing some fakes at each other. Fortune pummels in. Over-under spot for him. Official breaks the action back to the center. A shot from Fortune. He charges in close to the edge here. Marsden going to get put on the shot clock now. He will have 30 seconds to score, or Fortune will take the outright lead. Fortune charges in. had that body lock. He's going to get 1 point on the push out. So shot clock expires. I should say goes away. It doesn't expire. Marston looks like he clipped his calf on the table there as well. Nonetheless, Tyrell Fortune has a 2-1 lead, and we are halfway through the second period. Fortune controlling the center at this point, but Marston within striking distance, only down 1. Heavy snap there from Fortune. And Marston with the shot attempt. Fortune just too heavy with the hips. He circles around behind. 4-1 now. Fortune coming heavy on the head. Close to the edge here. And big toss there from Fortune to the back, over under body lock. Beautiful toss there. He's going to get 4 on that. 8-1. Fortune has opened it up here in the second period. Nice shot there from Marston. He gets trapped underneath though. Fortune working that over under. Marston really having a hard time when he gets underneath Tyrell. Again, shot from Marston. Single leg head trapped inside. Fortune slowly getting those hips back around for 2. 10-1 is your score. 32 seconds on the clock. 1 point will do it. And Marston coming in with the shot. He's still trapped underneath. Let's see if Fortune can circle around and end this match. 10 seconds left. And Fortune does get it. He will get the tech. 12-1 over Austin Marston. And he will be your University World Team member at 125 kilos for the U.S. And that is all she wrote for today. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the matches. And actually, we are going to start junior duels on Wednesday. That'll be streamed live on Flow Wrestling. That'll be our next live stream. And I'll be there in Oklahoma City bringing you all the action. So again, thank you for joining us for USA Wrestling. I'm Richard Emmel, and we will see you in Oklahoma City.